Hi everyone, it's Hamza Khan, your fitness and life coach, and in this video I'm going to show you how stress can make you sick and what we can do to prevent that. By the end of this video you will have some important useful tips that you can use to manage stress in your life. Now, stress is something we all experience on a daily basis. It can come from work, it can come from relationships, there can be emotional stress, there can be financial stress, there can be social stress. It is an unavoidable part of life. But if we don't learn to manage stress, it can have very serious consequences for our health and well being. And I'm just going to show you how stress can wreak havoc within our body and affect our well being, lifespan, and health. Now, in an event of stress, when we experience stress, our body goes into the fight or flight mode, which is also known as the sympathetic mode of our nervous system. And when we are in the fight or flight mode, there are glands located on the top of kidneys which release adrenaline, which is the stress hormone. Adrenaline speeds up our internal processes, it increases our heart rate and speeds up breathing, which is why you see when you are stressed, you feel that your heart is beating fast. Now, if stress continues further, which is you are in a when stress is chronically high, the adrenaline glands located on the top of kidneys, they release another hormone, which is cortisol. Now, cortisol basically and adrenaline, when they are pumped into our body as a result of stress, they start affecting other functions of body, particularly digestion, metabolism, cell repair, and immune system. Cortisol, which is a stress hormone released in state of high chronic stress, what it does is that it starts shutting off other important bodily functions such as your cell repair, digestion, metabolism, and immune system. And it shuts off those systems to allow the body to focus more on stress management. You see, the body cannot do both. It cannot defend itself at the same time and it cannot manage stress. It can only do either of those. It's just like that your country is hit by a natural disaster such as earthquake or floods, and all your country's resources are now directed towards managing that external threat, which is a natural disaster. Now, when you direct your resources towards managing that threat, that means that you're left with few resources for your economy and for other sectors such as defense. So your country will be, the likely outcome is that your economy might crash or another country might attack you because there's no defense available at your border, because all the defense efforts are now focused towards managing the external threat. So what is the net result of all of this? Your stress, it leads to increased pumping of stress hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol, and they then affect our bodily functions, including our immune system, cell repair, digestion, and metabolism. The net result of this is hormonal imbalance, fat gain, muscle loss, weakened immune system, disrupted sleep, increased cravings for carbohydrates, depression, anxiety, and even worse, which is development of chronic disease such as hypertension, heart disease, and cancer. Now, this is very important. Cancer breeds and thrives in situations of extreme stress. So we need to be very careful with stress management. And if we can learn to manage psychological stress, we can keep 90% of diseases. What can we do to prevent this cascade of stress-related negative outcomes? Now, you see, stress is part of our lives. We're never going to reduce all of our stress, but the key here is balance, which is learning to manage stress. Now, the focus is to get our body in a parasympathetic mode, which is a restful state of relaxation and recovery. So we need to focus more on activities that can help us achieve a restful state of recovery and relaxation. Now, what kind of activities can help us get in that state? Exercise has been shown repeatedly by research to bring cortisol levels down, which is the stress hormone. A simple walk out in nature or on the beach can help you lower your stress. A 15 to 20 minutes meditation every day. For some people, it can be reading a good book. it can be going to a spa or taking a long warm bath. Now, just keep in mind that the activity you choose doesn't matter. It's the state that is important, which is a restful state of relaxation and recovery. And you can choose any activity you like, whether it's reading, whether it's a sport, whether it's gym, whether it's exercise, any activity that can help you achieve that state of relaxation and recovery. I always tell my clients it's not the activity you choose that matters, it's the state. And if we can find those activities to help us achieve that restful state of relaxation and recovery, we can effectively lower stress level in our body and we can better protect ourselves against disease. I hope you found the video useful. Please share it with your friends as much as you can so we can create as much awareness on our part. Unfortunately, not a lot of people know about this and not a lot of doctors talk about this. Stress, as you have seen, can be potentially deadly, and if we can learn to manage it, we can live a happy, healthy, better quality life. Lots of love.